Alrighty, we're at the Kadaj intersecting wheels. I did go ahead and I didn't get his FR and opt the free multis, so I was like, you know what? I've been spending a little bit of my tickets on these banners and not super lucky throughout the month because of caters. So we are actually just gonna, run him LD only. We do have a little bit of red crystal passives, so we ended up giving him we took off all his speed passives from his regular crystal passives. And for his actual colored passives, we did give him D3 to slow him down. And this is basically just going to be like an off-turn team for the most part, just because of Cater. I didn't get to use her niche all that much when it came down to the 6-man we had earlier. So I was like, you know what, we could just go ahead and throw Cater here. It'll be perfectly fine. We just, do an off-turn team real quick. And wow, Kadaj actually, actually dodged there, no pun intended there. Or no pun intended there, Kadaj doing the dodge. Over here we're just going to charge a little bit because Cater can pseudo force charge with her triple slip. We're just going to go ahead and do that 3 times. Actually, we'll do it 1 more. And we'll go ahead and... we don't need to Fusoya just yet. I think we're just going to burst. And like the thing with Cater that's like a little annoying is she kind of is a little speedy. And she doesn't have that many speed passives to remove. I think there was only like 1 big one that really needed removing. So I was just like, oh, okay, she's just kind of weird. And here I think I'm just going to apply lock. Even though that's not really going to matter because once we're done with this BT phase, we are going to have that up and ready. So here I'm just going to triple slip once more. And the good thing about Cater's FR is that it does actually give her dodge and evade. So, you don't need that many uses of triple slip just because this FR right here is going to refresh it throughout your force time. So, you can go ahead and spam triple slip, especially if you think you get it done in 1 force time. And I think Cater can, especially with this off-turn team. And Kadaj's new stuff is actually pretty good, like from what I've seen. Like the BT effect follow-up on everyone's turn is pretty strong. It's like 6 HP attacks. But for me, I just don't think I really need it. And I am going to be using resources on the next banner for Deuce. So I was like, you know what? I think we'll go ahead and just pass on it for now. And here with Ace. Yeah, I do have, you see I have 6 jackpot shots. And that's because I have the U6 passive on. I think that's what it is. Here, let's go ahead and set our fixation because our boy has a serious problem. And I think here... we're just going to cross cleave. And I think at certain points throughout the fight, they are going to brave gain and just try and kill us with a bunch of bravery. But it's not really going to do anything. Just because we do have Cater on the team and, she's just going to allow the team to just evade 100%. So we'll be fine throughout that part, We're in no real danger or anything like that. Let's see. Now the question is, do I want to activate force time here? I think I do. I believe I do. Just because we already have BT effects up and stuff. And Ace is also going to be providing some off-turn percentage for Cater's FR. And this was really, the showcase that Cater should have got. Just because her fight unfortunately didn't synergize all that well with the 6-man. Which ended up being, a little unfortunate. But, sometimes it is what it is. Sometimes these fights, it like brings me back to the Minwoo fight where, like, Minwoo's fight wasn't very synergistic with his kid at all. But he was actually a very good unit. Still kind of is, but I just don't have, like, him greened or anything with his BT. Yeah, and Cater, her on-turn percentages are not great. It's only 5% for an ice ability, and you only get 50 when you dodge. So, very much catered towards off-turn. Landmines proccing. Blind studs are flipping, and that's exactly what we want to see. Because, Cater's going to proc 2 follow-ups. So, we're getting 50% for dodge, 5% per ice attack. So that was what? 50 plus 3, 15, another 10 from Ace. So, there's quite a bit of, oh, and we have our EX back, sweet. We'll just go ahead and reapply that real quick. That landmine. Actually, Cater would probably be good with that EX passive. Or maybe not. You do kind of want uses of triple slip. Like, and that's what her cursed artifacts do. They give her more uses of that. And I think with, yeah, let's just go ahead and volley. Just so we can upkeep that fixation. Because I do believe like it's like one of those debuffs that just like kind of stacks up the more you attack them. And it can go down as well. Oh no. Yeah, so unfortunately, you know, not that many echoes on the team. Just because Kadaj doesn't have any. And Kadaj, I didn't give him like any force enhancements just because I am going to want to hoard onto them really as much as I can. Just so I can save them for the units that get the FE50 reworks. Although Kadaj recently I didn't have fully built up until his LD. Like I had most of his kit except his EX, and I got pretty lucky on the free multis and the EX actually dropped for me. So that was, you know, fortunate. And the blind studs, and as you can see, you know, just all these off-turn ticks. We're really just catered towards off-turn. Ah, get it? Catered? Lamau. Let's just go ahead and activate FR. Echo. And we have echoes on Ace too, so you know, we'll be able to maintain the force gauge still. And these guys are fairly tanky, like it's like 350 million. But it's not something this team can't handle, you know. We are about to run out of, yeah, I think our blind stud just fell off. But that should be fine, because we're just going to refresh it out with Ace on our next turn. And actually, we don't even have his BT effect to triple stacks, just because I ended up taking off the passive that gives us an extra turn at the start of the quest. And that was so we could squeeze in U6, and so we could squeeze in D3. Let's see, in here, yeah, we'll just go ahead and LD. Or not LD, FR Echo. Yeah, and unfortunately, Cater's just a little too fast. I probably will go into Yellow Crystal passive this week, just so I can actually get D3, so we can actually get her to slow down. Because even throughout her kit, she features, you know, high turn rate and stuff. And these guys, their force mechanic, or this fight's mechanics are basically just, they're gonna gain bravery during certain HP thresholds. But outside of that, you know, we do have Cater with her frost stealing shot. So even though that's going to come up soon, they're not going to gain any brave. So we're not exactly worried about any of that. Gosh, they're 15 million, you know. LD only right here. Yeah, this is like one of their featured things where they gain a bunch of bravery, and then they're going to try and kill us. And then nothing happened because we had a Cater's BT effect on. And we're just going to shoot him twice. Bad dragon. Bad dragon. And unfortunately they're doing it in order. Actually with Kadaj, I probably should have targeted B. Just so they could have attacked us out of order. Because now they're going to break here. Yeah, they feature like this cool animation and it's like he's really trying to hit us with a big ass laser. And yeah, Cater's BT said no. None of that. Bad dragon. There you go. That's the off turn we want to see. And here we'll just add more off turn. Yeah, and this is basically, you know, like if I were to run this ideally, it would probably only be Ace and Cater. Those would probably be the only two units. Like I think as a duo, those two work perfectly fine. Like I don't think you need a third unit off turn. In all honesty, I think these two just work in tandem perfectly well. Just because Cater definitely wants to be the one dodging everything. So if you have a dodge tank like Galoof, it could get a little awkward at times. Just because Galoof ends up taking a lot of a lot of Cater spotlight. Actually, I'm surprised we get our EXs here. I thought with the U6 passive you couldn't get your EX. Maybe it just charges way slower. Huh, that's fascinating. I must have misinterpreted that skill. I thought when you had it up, you just didn't have access to your EX at all. Maybe it's just like skills that like charge it instantly. Oh, but yeah, here we're just gonna be, you know, off-turn comps. There's not really much to say. You just kind of watch the fireworks go off, you know. 4, 3, 2. And Kadaj's damage, like reworked on turn, he actually does a fuck ton more. So that's good for him at least. And unfortunately, we broke it in order earlier, and he's gonna charge. And luckily, I think that should fix that, because he's gonna unbreak himself. And like he does Brave Gain a lot too, so even if we couldn't dodge this, that would be a little troublesome. But Cater, even for instances where you can't avoid with the evasion, she does have a Brave Freeze, which is actually, super useful. Big bad breath. And that is gonna break him. Ugh, unfortunate. And they're gonna do that one more time. But it shouldn't be anything we can't handle. And here with Cater, let's go ahead and let's do the wide shot. Because I do believe that's her best AoE. And the charged max shot is her best single target. Alright, mama's boy, time to fixate. Time to fixate. He does have a cool EX. I do like the, the shadow of Sephiroth there. Damn, I was really hoping A would go down as well. So we could trigger that. But unfortunately, he did not proc. No, but yeah, these two, Cater and Ace, I think they just complement each other so well. If I had to put a third, it would probably also be Core. But Core, actually, I don't have an issue with Core. I think Core would be great for this, actually. %. Yeah, Cater definitely focused and catered towards the option. I keep doing it. I think I've already made that joke already. Yeah, but yeah, this is the power of Cater's, her FR and her BT. Just for fights like this, definitely where she wants to be. Yeah, this was like 350 million, so, fairly chunky bosses. But I think here we're actually not going to need any more off turns, so let's just go ahead and brother summon real quick. And I think Ace's LD should be able to take us home. Alright, Ace, finish it off. Just because our EX damage, I think, does get nerfed from the U6 passive, so not as useful to press there. Actually, I'm trying to remember now what my other green passive was. Wow, he didn't die, huh? Alright, Kadaj, this is your lost chapter. Or not your lost chapter, your intersecting wills. Go ahead and finish it off. There you go. 5 million. And yeah, that was LD only. Only 2 FR characters on the team, and there's no enforced enhancements needed on Kadaj. And yeah, that was basically, the showcase Cater kind of deserved. Unfortunately, her 6-man did not feature her all that well, just because they wanted to squeeze in Edgar mechanics, because whenever Edgar rolls around, they gotta squeeze his mechanics in. But there you go, that's the fight. Take it easy.